Welcome to the Arclight Battery, your power source for all things Warcraft Arclight Rumble related. In today's video, I'm going to be looking over the couple of articles we got, detailing some of the changes coming in the 0.9.5 patch. I've kind of glanced over these. I haven't looked at them a ton. They're kind of short though. As you can see, this is the first one, and we can pretty much see the bottom of it from the top of the article. So let's look at them real quick, and I'll give you thoughts and opinions. So this one says, with the release of 0.9.5 beta update, we're making some changes to PvP to help introduce players to the battle system and prepare them to jump into action-packed PvP chaos. What's rumbling? New improvements. Match quality. We recognize that new players could get matched against veteran players, especially in the early ladder. We're taking steps to address it. Until players reach silver, all their armies will be capped at level 1, and their honor level calibrates for their introductory games. So if you don't currently know, the cap for levels in PvP is 7. You get 1 level for just having the mini, then you get 1 level per talent you own for that mini, and then you get 1 level per rank of Valor, which is your hero's currency. You pick Valor slots, and then upgrade those slots to bronze, silver, and gold, and bronze will give you a level, silver's a level, and then gold's a level. This also gives you levels in the PvE campaign. So each talent and each rank of Valor, but specifically in PvP, that's how you level your units. This is probably a great change. I really like this. I've got a couple questions about it. Mainly what that means for players that might get paired down into bronze players. So like if you're silver and you queue up and you get paired against a bronze player, does that mean that you'll have talents and levels while they won't? Or does your army get squished down to level 1 so that you can play against them? I don't know how it's going to work. I guess we'll have to wait and see to find out. Probably even past this beta phase. I don't think there are enough players to really test this. But maybe there is. We'll just have to wait and find out. The next section is streamlined PvP and quest tutorial. So the tutorial has been simplified and streamlined with Nomelia guiding you every step of the way. Nomelia is your tutorial, basically. She will help you through a couple maps and tell you what to do. And then get your minis primed for battle because you'll be entering sooner now that access has been reduced to 8 skulls from 12 skulls. That's pretty good. It's not a huge change, but in the last iteration of beta, PvP was the best way to farm XP for specific units. When you quest in this game, it gives you an option of a random unit that you own to put XP on. When you PvP at the end of the match, you get XP for a random unit in the army that you used. So the best way to target your specific army that you're trying to progress through the campaign with was to PvP. So if that's still the case, now you can get access to that earlier, but it's just 4 skulls, which is 4 maps. That's not that big of a deal. Mid and end rank rewards. We've improved our reward structure and giving away more rewards. We've improved the honor track to make it more straightforward and polished. That's just like your ranking system. So like bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond. I don't think those are the ranks in this game, but it's the same concept. There are now 3 rewards per rank instead of 1. That's good. We always like more rewards in our game. More gold and more XP means we can do more things quicker. Rewards can be claimed right on the track. That's good. It's just better UI. Just a kind of quality of life change. And then players will see a badge when unclaimed rewards are waiting for them. That's also pretty good. It's nothing crazy. It's just, hey, you've got a reward that you can claim. Go get it. Honestly, it's weird. We thought this patch was going to be pretty PvP focused. It's just like tweaks. There's nothing crazy or major here. We don't have patch notes yet, and this is also only the first article of 3. We have the second one, which is about PvE, which we'll talk about here in a second, but we don't have the third one yet. Hopefully we'll have it soon along with patch notes, and then we'll really be able to tell what has changed with the game. But so far the article's kind of underwhelming. It's okay. Not a ton of changes. Let's go to the PvE one. Okay, this says go toe-to-toe against your foes with some high-impact PvE action. We've made campaign improvements, updated feature unlocks, and more. So campaigns. A faster campaign journey means players get into the chaos sooner, so we've made some changes, such as streamlining early missions, unlocking many features earlier in the player's journey, and more. So the progress tracker now advances for any map victory. That's really good. If you didn't know, the way that you get daily rewards is that you get a bar on the bottom of your screen, and completing quests or winning PvP will give you a little bit of progress towards that bar. And then every, I think it's like 4 hours or 6 hours, you can claim another reward from that progress bar. So it's kind of like a battle pass in the sense that you do things in the game to progress it, and then you get rewards, but you don't pay for it. And the rewards, I believe you can only claim 4 of them a day. But having that progress tracker advance for any map victory is fantastic. There is Arclight surges, which take over different maps you've completed, allowing you to replay them for gold with certain extra map affixes or random armies. And before, they were not adding progress to that bar, which made it feel like you had a lot to do every day. It was kind of obnoxious, to be honest. But now that you can get credit for those or any map you do, that's fantastic. I think that's a great change. Once again, just a change, though. It's not anything new. It's not anything crazy. So it's nice. Quality of life is always good. Zones now advance to 1 level per zone instead of 2. That just means that there's less of a gap in XP that you have to fill to go from one map to the next. Pretty good. Quality of life. New zones, Hinterlands and Darkshore. We don't have any information on these, but they're new zones. Zones generally have 5 maps within them, so that's 10 new maps to play. That's going to be fantastic. That's finally some new stuff that we've been looking for. Great, can't wait. Features and systems. We've made some changes to the quest and XP system, daily rewards, and the free gift. We're changing the current quest reward track to daily rewards, which functions similarly, but provides players credit for completing campaign missions, conquests, PvP matches, Arclight surges, and quests. Great. Fantastic change. We looked at XP and did a tuning pass to make quests more lucrative by lowering the quest cap and adjusting XP tables. That's fantastic. I really like adjusting the XP tables. We don't really know numbers on that yet, so it could be a big deal. It could not be a big deal. It could just be like negligible, like it didn't even happen. We'll have to see what the numbers are when the patch notes come out. Arclight Surge dual families have been significantly redesigned to be a synergistic army featuring 2 leaders from different families. That's a fantastic change. I know that a lot of the feedback from players who had beta in the past was that the random army combinations from the Arclight Surges were annoying. A lot of times you would be playing a map where you needed flying units, and for whatever reason, the 2 armies they gave you didn't really have flying units in them, and so it was kind of obnoxious. It took a long time to really figure out the pattern to beat some of the maps. Hopefully this will streamline that process. Arclight Surges shouldn't be something that feel like you're working towards them. They should feel like a fun thing for extra rewards. If you're spending like an hour trying to beat a map in an Arclight Surge, that's terrible. So I hope that is fixed. The big red button is a new feature that allows players to refresh the grid. That's fantastic. If you don't know what the grid is, it's basically Blizzard's answer to gacha games. They don't have loot boxes that you buy and you get random rewards out of. They have a 3x3 grid that will show you talents, leaders, minis, spells, sometimes XP boosts, things like that. When you buy something from that shop, it will get rid of the column and the row. So if you buy something in the center, the 2 above it or the one above it and the one below it, and then the one to the left and to the right will disappear and you'll lose those minis. They'll cycle back through and you can get them again, but that was how you refresh the shop before. You buy something, all of those grids vanish, or all those spots on the grid rather, and then more spots would fall down from above, kind of like a Tetris thing, to fill in the gaps, and you would get new things from that. So being able to reset it all is fantastic. It means that you can target units you want without having to buy things or wait for the shop to refresh yourself, because it refreshes every 24 hours, I believe. So this is a great change. Probably my favorite change so far, other than the new zones, obviously. But this will help a lot of people find specific units. And then improvements have been made to the free gift. It is now available every 4 hours. If you do not claim it, it will accrue in the background at full value for up to 24 hours, after which it will continue to accrue, but more slowly. So basically, before, you had a pile of gold in the shop that was kind of random each day. I think it was between 20 and 50 gold, and you had 24 hours to claim it. If you didn't claim it, it's just gone. This is pretty fantastic. Just the ability to claim it more than once a day. Also, to have it keep accruing if you can't pick it up for whatever reason. Maybe you're on vacation or you just don't have access to your phone for a full day. Pretty awesome that that gold isn't completely going to waste. And then free gifts can proc a higher rarity with coin and big red button bonus rewards. So I'm assuming that the higher rarity with coin is kind of like Warforged in World of Warcraft, or I guess Titan Forged or Thunder Forged or however you remember it. But the ability for the gold you claim to upgrade and you get a little more, I would imagine that's what that is. The big red button bonus rewards, I have no idea what that is. I don't think anyone does until we get the patch notes. Above it just seems like if you press the big red button that your shop will refresh and that's all it does. But it looks like it has rewards tied to it too, so maybe it's something you'll want to press. I don't know. We'll have to wait for patch notes to see. Anyway, I'm looking forward to it. And then the last thing is user interface and accessibility. Minis in the player's inventory can now be filtered by trait. Great quality of life change. Nothing crazy. Probably should have already been there, but it is beta, so obviously they're missing features. But nothing exciting. But that's the 2 articles. Like I said, we've got one more article coming, hopefully today. We'll see. We don't actually know a time frame on that. And then we should have patch notes soon afterwards. So be looking forward to that. Stay tuned. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll have a video with the 3rd article and patch notes sometime later today. That would be fantastic. If not, it'll probably be early next week. But that's what we're looking at. Hopefully we get more changes in the 3rd article. Hopefully they surprise us with something cool. Maybe raids, maybe co-op, maybe social systems. That's something we've been lacking for a while, is better social systems. Right now, guilds are just like a 25-player cap chat room. There's not much else to them. There's no meat to the social systems. And I don't believe you can chat with anyone outside of your guild. So hopefully that comes as well, but we'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, stay tuned and tell me what you think in the comments below. Thanks.